3-0 lead evaporate earlier this weekend with Liquid versus H2K. Can Rise Nation replicate that incredible performance? Let's kick it off. Side one, CTF on evac. This is their opportunity to get something going, and you need it from Looney. Looney has got to have a big performance. He went so big. He slowed down quite a bit in this series. Is he going to be able to answer back? But when you have Classic getting gunned by a Kuda at range, is that the story of this series?
I was just going to say, Karma absolutely getting off to a tear here. He's going to pick up 4 kills, somehow wins that gunfight as well. He had to be weak. Karma, he's been using the Kuda when he goes to the SMG during this series, and he's been doing some nice things with it, getting off to a fantastic start. And Karma all the way to Black Ops 2, one of the better CTF players in the world. So expected Karma to come out hot here, and he's shown up in a big way early, 5-0.
Well, they still have a pinch here. I mean, look at the base right now. They are just scared. They're hiding in their back building. That is not the way you could play CTF, but they don't have a choice right now as the pressure is coming. 6-0 start, almost snaps on another, but the flag should be out soon if they can win a couple gunfights, but still holding strong as the Rise Nation defense. Finally, 4 down. They've cleared out their base. They can take a moment and breathe.
You got to get further up the map now, though. I mean, if you're Rise Nation, you can't just kind of stay all the way back by your AC, play some defense. You need to put some pressure on Optic Gaming. The one thing that Rise was doing in their earlier series, they're challenging a lot of gunfights. And they looked really confident doing it. This one, I mean, you just even saw from the plane.
This could be a score. This could be a score.
They have a really nice step. They got to kill this guy inside of apartments, and Karma's going to win that gunfight. It's going to be...
What is Karma doing to these poor guys? Oh, my God. There's the returned Karma.
The guy is always in position to make a play, man.
And that, that hot start, he wouldn't have had that heat wave yet.
No.
But he got off to such a big play early in the game. He had the heat wave, and that may have saved a flag, but Classic has still got it out. But you've got Optic Gaming lying in wait at your base. Scump going to be the one pushing this flag carry. He might kill him as he crosses. There's the return. The pull on the other side from Krim. They're trying to answer back. The counter cap may be real here from Optic, but that is 4 down. Octane, the only one on the map.
The only one alive from either team on the map, and he's going to clear out his base and push in towards Optic Gaming side of the map. And this is what you want to see for Rise. You need more aggression out of this team. They need to keep the pace up, because earlier in the day, I mean, they're challenging everyone. They were winning gunfights looking electric. Right now, to get some energy back, you got to play at that faster speed. Everyone starts communicating a little bit faster. You get into that better groove of the game, and I think it would work out well for Rise.
Well, what would you recommend on this side when you're trying to push towards helipad, get flag out? What's the best way to get it done, Matt?
In CTF, obviously, we want to get a little bit slower with our pushes, and you want to pinch and then pull it over towards apartments. And Octane trying to put some shots down on Krim, and Krim's going to win that gunfight. See, Looney's able to win one as a player behind him. That's a tough one to win with a VMP, regardless of whether the guy has a submachine gun or an AR, and he's not able to win that. Scump shuts down that push.
Yeah, I mean, he had the heat wave, but way out of range, obviously. He'll save that for another day. 2 down now for Rise Nation. The push is coming in from Optic Gaming. We'll watch Formal here as he pushes forward. Looney's able to play a little bit of base defense with the grenade. And now you have Karma, the 2-time world champ, left by himself, but in a position where he can wreak a little havoc here on the side of Rise Nation.
That situation, you'd almost rather have Formal just post up and try and get kills in the base, wait for some teammates to get across the map, and you see Karma rotating back towards base. He's going to be able to pick up one, knows the push is coming from Rise Nation, and it's going to be Formal all the way in the back with an AR. He's going to be able to lock this down with these, and you should start to see the other players on Optic Gaming trusting Formal to hold that position down and start pushing up the map.
All right, well, now they got to rotate back. As you saw, Scump win a gunfight up top. He's going to fall. Base control for either side. Now it's time to push out. You can see the arrows starting to flood across mid-map. A little bit more defensive from the side of Rise, and that's exactly the opposite of what you're asking for.
You see Formal starting to get going with the AR. He's going to post up on that left-hand side of the map. Let's see if Optic can start to make a push. You see Looney, he's going to win one gunfight. Now he's going to start pushing through. I believe that's going to be Krim back there with the Man of War. It seems like Krim and Formal just keeps trading off who's going to watch the base. And Krim's going to fall all the way back. Scump's going to pull it with kinetic armor. He's going to be stuck in lockers. Oh, he's going to be able to actually make it out. He's got to get around this corner, though. He just keeps touching every single object. Potentially could bring down to the middle of the map.
Look at this use of camo.
The camo used by Krim. The smoke comes in. Oh, Looney takes him out through the smoke. Fantastic shots there by Looney.
Yeah, you had Karma trying to get in on the action, went on the lower wall run. Might still be able to get in a position. Looks like Oh, well, actually, that player hit the opposite wall run, so Classic not aware of his presence. There's not a lot of time left, but maybe a chance for a last-second desperate flag run. Karma's going to grab it. Classic and crew going to get it on the other side. It's going to work for Rise Nation. They've got it out. They've got their basic here. This could be the score you need. 10 seconds on the clock. Strap on your Nikes. You got to get forward here. 7 seconds trying to get it in. They need it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. There it is. Rise is on the board.
And that's a huge play for Rise Nation. They get some momentum going into the second half. Looney, the one that makes the play. He's the guy that's been struggling in this series, so hopefully that could catapult him to start having better games.
Yeah, I think it's a confidence thing. You know, when you played your earlier series and you were winning a lot of gunfights early, you were getting hot, you were feeling strong.
It's easy to get rolling.
It is, but when you come into the series and you're going up, you know, against a team that has better gun skill, you could say, especially with the likes of Scump, he hasn't been winning those gunfights, and it feels like you're, you know, kind of headbutting a wall, right? You're just hitting it, not able to win those. You get frustrated. Just a little bit of positive gameplay could go a long way for him right now.
Absolutely. In the second half, you're going to see Optic Gaming get 2 kills right off the rip. You expect a really fast attempt at this Rise flag. If Optic can score early, that would kind of negate all the positives that Rise has here towards the end. You see Karma getting really low on this back wall run. He's going to have to try and make his way up towards the helipad.
Can he get there? Look at this.
He's going to get there.
The routes, he's going to find one. The Kuda long range, not connecting, but still disrupting. He's the only player here. He spent more time running on these walls than he has done anything else, but his movement's on fire. Sorry, sir.
Octane
Surprise.
is sleeping right there.
Yeah, taking a little bit of a nap, but not going to work. Okay, Karma, you know what?
He's buying his teammates so much time here.
Let's just watch him run around.
Rise has no idea where he is. His teammates are actually pushing through the front. Karma's done an excellent job distracting the players. That's Looney and Slack in the kill feed, and Looney gets a big 2-piece there as Foremost coming through the middle with the assault rifle. Now you expect to see Rise on the offensive.
Yeah, can they get forward here? Krim was one of the last guys up in a position to get to mid-map. He's going to be cut down, and now you've got an opportunity for Rise. You need to get a map win here. Was that a team kill coming in? No, Looney actually fell off the map, so what would have been a 3v2 maybe on a push here at the Optic base, now you just see Slack by his lonesome, but the sneaky position pays off. Finds one, tries to gun a second, not able to win it.
Somebody on Optic Gaming needs to get close to the Rise base outside of Karma. I feel like Karma's been the one every time to try and sneak behind enemy lines. He's been the one trying to bait for his teammates. And
I feel like Karma's thought he's at a theme park during this game. Like, what?
There he goes again.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, surprise, Looney. Here I am.
But there's nobody there to trade that kill out. I mean, nobody else from Optic Gaming near the Rise Nation base able to help him. He's not going to go in there and just win 2 gunfights miraculously and get the flag out. You see Krim trying to push one-on-one. If you're in the, the Optic comms right now, you would need to just kind of settle everybody down. A little bit too much energy from those previous matches, right? And you're going to have to make 2, 3 good pushes together as a team.
Well, this is a good thing, I think, for Rise, and the fact that there was a lot of energy out of Optic, right?
Yes.
It's kind of hard to maintain that energy during a CTF because it slows down a lot. Is this a swing game? I mean, if Rise can get a win here, maybe get something going. What do we have coming up next, potentially?
Coming up next, you'd have a Hunted, Search, and Destroy. That's one that's a little bit of a toss-up.
Yeah.
Rise, one of the better teams at holding down the B cave, especially Octane. Then after that, you'd have a Fringe Hardpoint, which if they get the ARs going, who knows? So series far from over if obviously Rise is able to win this one.
Yeah. I think it would go a long way. Maybe you kill a little bit of the momentum. Is that Karma? I thought Karma again won a long one with the Kuda, but now Slack's got it out. He's got a good run here. You have one player behind. Scump might be able to stop it, but it's Octane up top. He's got a gun at range. He has the M8. Going to cut down any advance, and this will be a second cap through for Rise Nation. Finally, some life here for the boys.
Yeah, and it was Scump, the only player that had a chance to make a play, and he's not going to be able to gun Octane at range from with a VMP. And you see they're starting to wisen up. They know that Karma just keeps hitting these low wall runs. It's going to be Slack taking him out, and that's the only player they have to worry about making an attempt on the flag. I mean, Karma's been the only one who's pushed through. As soon as you kill Karma, there's no reason almost to even check your base.
Nice win there from Looney. He's being a nuisance, kind of filling the role that Karma is on the other side. He's 16 and 15, rebounding a little bit from the slow start in the first 3 games of this best of 7, but it is the grand final, and Crim6 has the flag out. He's going to have to win a one-on-one. He's still got a little bit of juice left at the Camo. He's turned. It's Camo on Camo, and he obliterates Classic there. Can he get one on the board? There's another player to stop it, but he is shut down, and Krim will get one home. 80 seconds left on the clock, and Optic Gaming tied up and pushes to OT.
It's a massive play by Crim6, and now it's going to be Optic Gaming in the final minute trying to tie this one up. You see 2 kills go in the kill feed in their favor. Scump picks up another one. They're going to be able to get a flag pull here.
What's happening?
Just
What's
which
happening?
side they elect to pull it to. It's going to be Scump bringing it over on that wall run. He's taken out in air, so the flag going to drop in. Oh, well, Krim actually gets the lightning in the process. So with a minute left, you have one really good attempt if you're Optic Gaming.
Very, very true. And everyone's coming off a spawn right now. The more you can disrupt things at home, the better it'll be for Rise Nation. Octane in a position here to turn this into a stalemate if he needs to. So he's going to get the pull, and he's just going to take it. Everyone push top side of the map.
You could end this in a counter as well. I mean, if I'm Optic, I actually just force the issue at the Rise base. I ignore the fact that Octane even has this flag, and I worry about him last.
Come get me. Yeah. Come get me. Just hiding in here, trying to stay alive as long as he can. 2 down now for Rise. Classic playing a little bit of ace defense here, clearing it out for the time being, and he destroys Scump, trying to push through there to bottom kitchen. One more in the back. Give me more. Classic on a 5 streak. 10 seconds left. 2-1 lead for Rise Nation. It looks like they are going to extend the series.
Not over yet, Maven.
Oh, don't do this to me, man. We have
It
now.
is not over yet. You see the guys on Rise Nation, they're celebrating, trying to get the positive vibes back.
There have been 2 comebacks from